I'm so tired. Hello. This is video. I'm gonna go with 12. Video 12 of jholtStarcraft. Bringing you a another 1v1 between the red Protoss player Brasso, who again, and this is another replay from the BF2S forums. So this is a bit of a higher level, I think, platinum. Against this orangey yellow Zerg Cashew, so going to see some nutty play. Okay, so as usual, this map is one that I don't know. I'm getting into a habit of not knowing any map that these guys are playing. Apart from, I could probably tell. No. Okay, I don't know any map. Okay, so we're gonna see these guys spawning in the adjacent positions. Would you call that? Get some mass terms in that. But I'm gonna quickly commentate on the pylon placement, perfectly covering that. Lots of fuck! This is so bad. As I was going to say, he will be going forge expand with that that pylon placement there on the lower ground. This map's perfect for that. You can get that blocked off with the cybercore, the gateway, and that forge. So the drone for Cashew is going to come up and scout that. He's going to know that the expand's going to go down. I don't know if I actually finished saying what I was talking about before, but I think this is a platinum level game. So finally, jholtStarcraft stepping up a notch, getting out of the bronze league, and Cashew going to go for the block there, but doesn't quite get it, and he's going to be harassing this probe. Can he pick it off? Look at the APM. Oh, these players are definitely good. Look at that. Juicy. And cannon going down for Brasso. That's a good play. The drone needs to get out of there before that cannon morphs in. Okay, so let's get the Overlord. Because they are in these close positions, the Overlord will be able to get a good scout on what's going on. Because there's not going to be a Stalker out for a while. Especially with that Forge first. Has he got a gas? No gas. So there's our Overlord's going to have pretty much fair reign for, 5-minute mark or something. Until he gets that first Stalker out. Is to get this drone out of there. Oh no. And, oh shit. Great casting there. Completely missed it. He's gone. Oh, he's gone for a run by. Massive, but only 4 have made it through on low health. What's Brasso going to do? He's pulling out. I'm not sure I agree with that. He needs to group them around the mineral patch and then go for the surround that way. Oh, I'm not liking this probe micro from Brasso. He needs to keep them all bunched together to create a wall. But these 4 Zergers shouldn't be a problem. You can hold off a 6-ball relatively easily, but he is going to draw him out now by attacking that hatchery, and a unit being chrono boosted out there. That's a zealot. And the pros have gone for the surround. Good surround, getting them locked down. I want to see some other ones brought off and pulling these back when their shields drop. Like, that's some good micro there from Brasso. Let's see. Let's look at the income tab. Zerg falling massively behind now. Especially, I don't think the chrono boost has been spent on the Nexus, but supply block. I think in the midst of that battle, Brasso getting supply blocked. And that zealot's out. Is going to be able to clean up, and the cybercore getting put further back. I'm not sure I agree with that placement either. It's got a bit of an Artosis pylon going down. Once that's down, it unpowers everything. And also, this cybercore is going to prevent the, hopefully when you get some zealots, some stalkers out, getting a nice concave arc around that opening. But it's nothing too bad. And the expand going down from the Zerg, pretty much identical timing from these 2 players. And the Zerg now catching up on Harvesters as he is producing drones, which is lovely. So, got a probe here for Brasso. I want to see maybe a pylon down. You could definitely get some massive warping action over that cliff. Good thing to be abused. And he's going to be doing something with that. He's going to move in to scout the expansion. I do like that play, and the queen out. The second queen on the way. I do like that, making sure it's out for the hatchery. I want to see a transfer of probes, and there it is. There's the transfer. Look at the income tab now. The Zerg pulling ahead, which is what we expected. And another cannon going down, which, I mean, Brasso has scouted. He should have poked into the base, and I mean, not that he can particularly tell what he's producing, because you can't really look at those eggs. But I don't know, that second cannon, I'm not sure if that's necessary. But I mean, he's playing it safe, which I don't blame him. He's not really got any units out, just one zealot, and the third queen, sorry, out for Cashew, and he's going to be moving that down to spread some creep, which I do like. Where's the queen gone? I'm sure we had another queen. One queen. Another queen. I'm actually going crazy. Okay, maybe one queen. That's that pro's going to sneak by now. He's going to get the scout. He's going to see the Evo chain, but not a massive difference. You could be expecting this stage of the game where it gets taken out. Good micro by those queens. What's going on now? Let's have a look. Good. Oh, yes, saturated, guys. That's something I like to see. Something that we've definitely not been seeing with the last few bronze games. So 2 gas up for Brasso, and second gas going down with a fairly normal time layer now for Cashew. Might be what's his vision like? I don't know what he's seen. Let's have a look. Oh, don't want your player cam. Okay, so he doesn't know. You know, there could be a Stargate. Would be a stab in the dark, but that layer is definitely gonna help. So he can get his spore crawlers down as well for some detection. If there's any DT play, sentry's going down for Brasso. He's going to keep chrono boosting out that +1 weapons, and money staying low for both players. So I do like this. It's been a fairly standard-ish kind of game so far. Nothing special. I think scouting is something that could be improved for both players. I mean, he could poke in a bit with this Overlord, see what's going on, and finally a second pylon going down, realising the exposure of those buildings. As you can see, as I mentioned before, there's not a lot of space around these buildings, but that could work well if there's Zerglings there, which obviously can't get surround. But if Roaches got in here, they could cluster up and do a lot of damage. See what this... oh, it's a good pylon there by Brasso. Going to be able to scout this this early third, which I think Cashew's waiting for. He's just waiting for that 350 minerals. He's going to be spending on something else now. So the defensive spine crawler is going up, which I do like. I mean, now's the kind of time you would expect a Protoss push now. He's probably going to wait for that +1 to finish, and then he's going to go in. Third guys are going down for Brasso. I think maybe he should probably take the fourth as well, because he's getting pretty low on that gas, especially if he's going to be chrono boosting out more upgrades. And the Overseer out now for Cashew. I do like that. I want to see him actually use it now. Push into the main, look at the geysers, look at the tech, and then maybe try to sneak around the back where there's not usually going to be many units. And the Robo going down, hopefully to get an Overseer, because Brasso's vision is very low. He's seen pretty much nothing. So both players playing in the dark, probably trying to get their standard builds down. That +1 is finished, and Brasso's probably reluctant to take out that forge, because I don't know if he can fit out that gap. Maybe he can, but let's see if we can pick off that Overseer as well, but it's keeping out of Vision's way. But I would like to have seen a push. Oh, and a big contaminate. That's something I've not seen in a while. Contaminating that building. I don't know what that's going to particularly do. Mass contaminate was a very interesting day 9 daily. Something that you know, can work, but not to be recommended. So that's going to slow down. It's going to slow down a push, but I don't think it was coming anyway, to be honest. These guys should have, if he'd pushed on that +1 timing, that would have been massive. I'm pretty sure, with the Infestors, I don't know, but I think he could have done a lot of damage. So these Stalkers, do they have Blink yet? No, but they should be able to pick up that Overseer. Oh no, letting it slip. He thought he had it. Bad micro there by Brasso, but he's going to get down. Nice line of pylons, and oh, yeah, he obviously found that. I always think that zooming in is going to make the text bigger, but no. Money getting a bit high from Brasso. I want to see, does he have an Overseer? Let's have a look. No, he doesn't. I want to see that chrono boosted out, and he's going for a second. I don't know. How many gateways does he have? Fair few gateways. Is that 4 gate and 2 robo of 2 base? Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. You can do that. But he's going to go for that robotics play as well. So we're going to go for the Colossus with the extended thermal lance to get the big range 9 on the Colossus. It's going to do a lot of damage. Especially if, let's see what, the Spire. Oh no, second Evo chamber going up for Cashew. Oh, and Nutty Zerg. Maybe a Spire now would be nice. It's not that he has the gas. He needs to get another guy in that geyser, and he probably needs to get these. There we go. Yeah, geyser's going up at his 3rd expansion. He still hasn't seen that pylon for Cashew, which I think Brasso, yeah, he can see this expansion. He needs to move out on this now before that gets saturated. So I don't think, oh, he's moving and taking his 3rd now, and I do like that. Maybe get a few cannons there as well. No supply box either, I've noticed, for these players. which has been, you know, a lovely treat for me. Again, I want to see some Zerglings taking these towers. I mean, Zerg should rely on map control. The creep spread hasn't been bad. Could have been a lot better, but vision and creep spread is something that's really, really important for Zerg, just so they can react and know when to build units instead of drones. And Cashew knows nothing about that third base for Brasso. Zealot charge on the extended thermal lance going now for Brasso. Oh no, Chrono Boost very high now for these two Nexi. Want to see maybe Chrono Boost another upgrade, or yeah, definitely could be Chrono Boosting these out now. Definitely the extended thermal lance. And now fourth base going up for Cashew at the top, and I don't think Brasso's done that, but it's been a very passive game. You can't sit back as a Protoss and let a Zerg mass up. And that observer needs to move out and scout, because these cannons provide the detection also, so it's not really needed there, doing nothing in his base, but yeah, supply up for the Zerg player. And I don't know why Brasso hasn't done this. Good idea getting these spam cores at the front of the base, a bit behind on the injects as well. Let's have a look. It's going good there. Those Evo chambers both producing upgrades, which I do like. This Zerg player seems to be getting into the swing of things now. Income's, yeah, pretty ahead for the Zerg now as well. Obviously going to be behind on harvesters for the Protoss player. But they're just kind of posturing a bit now, and the Zerg's going to move in. These infestors have full energy. If he can get some fungal growth off, that could be really amazing, but these Colossi are going to be tough to deal with unless these roaches can get in close. But if the force fields are down correctly, that would be really good. And also I do like that Brasso splitting his unit up. No, you just want to engage with those Zerg. He's going to get absolutely minced by these Zealots. Maybe going for a distraction play. Yes, he is. He's a bit late now. He needs to be faster, but those Colossus are going to do a lot of damage. Oh, move commanded in. Come on, there's the fungal growth. And wow, no parasite on those Colossi. That is huge. Those are going to do massive damage. Oh, wow, this is a great engagement for the Zerg. He needs to make sure he's attacking with these units, but no parasite's worn off, and he needs to retreat out of there. Having Burrow, which is good. And that observer needs to move into this army. He could have absolutely cleaned up everything, but he's gonna pull back. And the Zerg now not on top of the inject. So I don't know. I've watched a lot of bronze level games, and I've been commentating those recently on my channel, and you can obviously see these slight bumps in the play, like behind on the inject, supply blocks, not producing workers, things like that. And again, I've been watching a lot of the pro level play, like obviously the Dream Hack and the GSL tournaments quite recently have been good to watch. You can really see the differences, but kind of middle of the road here, Platinum play, they can definitely, there's obvious improvements like the injects as well. And I mean, this pylon's still there. Has it even been scouted? Yeah, it has been scouted, but not taken out. I mean, it's just could have been done. And also the silly engagement with the Zerg. But this Zerg is going to move in now. He's going to go for a run by past these cannons, but it's good placement. Could maybe have got a bit closer with that one, but they're going to be able to pick off a lot of probes in that dead spot of the cannons. And the Zealot's going to move in now. These probes are definitely going to go down, pick up the last few Zerglings, but I'm not sure I agree with Brasso bringing his whole army in here. That is a bit of a blunder, because if the Zerg was a bit more on top of his game, he could have moved these units into the main and gone for a big distraction push. That's perfect. That would have been great play. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't think that's particularly out of bounds for these players. If these are you know, platinum players, I would have expected a bit more from both players, especially, you know, the passive Protoss play we've seen, slightly sloppy Zerg play behind on these and the injects, and you know, again, army movement and and vision as well.